What's up guys, Joey Andrews here. I'm decided to do a video before work, and basically this video is about the elemental dragons coming out in Road Attack and Galaxy. The next set coming out soon. This set's going to be really big. I haven't wanted to buy a case of cards in a very long time, and this is something that I might actually invest into. We have Harpies, we have these elemental dragons I'm going to talk about today, we have the Mecha Phantom Beastcraft. They're really awesome. This set's going to be really good. But overall, today is just a really simple video. It's going to go over the elemental dragons and what they basically do. Now, people have been going over these, a few people have been going over these for a little bit, and I'm seeing that they're not really divulging too much into a deck and what power cards this deck has. And I think I'm going to go over it with you guys, and let me know if, comment section work out pretty well. I might do a contest for subscribers soon, but I don't know. I don't really agree with all that, but whatever. So basically, if you're behind a little bit on these elemental dragons, what they are, it's a group of level 7 dragons, 4 of them, one for each of the elements, and basically they all share the same clause of summoning, which is a trigger effect, and they all share the same clause of banish 2 dragons or 2 monsters of the element that they are. Like for the fire guy, you got to banish 2 fire monsters, or 1 fire monster, a dragon, or 2 dragons from your grave or from your hand, to special summon it from hand or grave. So, right off the bat, really simple summoning conditions, especially with the way the deck works. The next part is when each of them have their own little effect, where you can discard them from hand to grave, and another fire or dragon in your hand to grave, to do something. Like the fire one destroys a card in the field, the earth one special summons a monster, the wind one adds a dragon from your deck to your hand, and the water one sends a dragon from your deck to grave. So, right off the bat, these guys are looking extremely good. You get to the last part where they are, the part that makes the deck so good is that whenever they're banished, you add a dragon of the same attribute as that one from your deck to your hand. So for example, the fire one, when you banish the fire one from anywhere, you add a fire dragon from your deck to your hand. So, let's just think for a second, let that sink in, and give you an idea of how this basically would work out with the power cards that this deck has. There's 2 spells that you basically want to use with this deck, and it's Gold Sarcophagus, which whenever you banish one of them from your deck, you get to add one from your deck to your hand. So if you banish the fire one, you add a fire dragon from your deck to your hand. That alone, it turns Gold Sarco into a Rhoda for any of the dragons you want, any dragon you want from your deck. And on top of that, you also get that same dragon that you banished back to your hand 2 turns later, which is pretty cool. The other one is a spell you get in the same set that this dragon's come out with, where you banish a level 7 monster from your field or your hand to draw 2 cards. You can only use it once per turn. This, I feel like, was just made for this deck. Basically, you play the spell, and you banish the dragon, draw 2, so check for any dragon you want. It works out really, really well. All of them are level 7. The 4 main dragons are level 7. And they each, the earth, fire, and water ones come with these other little dragons, which have like decent respectable sets, except the fire one, where you pitch it and another dragon from your hand to special summon the bigger dragon from your deck. So it's like you pitch the fire little guy and another dragon in your hand, special summon the fire big dragon from your deck. Yeah. Keeping in mind that that's now 2 dragons in grave, you can special summon another one of them from your hand, the one you just added to your hand, probably from something else. This deck is really good. This deck doesn't normal summon. So the cool thing about this deck also is that Yamada Dragon, that dragon spirit from Legacy of Darkness, he's level 7 fire. Yeah. Basically, if you guys don't remember what he does, he's a double tribute 2600 attack monster with pretty decent defense. But when he deals damage to your opponent, you draw until you have 5 cards in your hand. Yeah. And he's level 7. Yeah. So if you guys aren't really seeing where we're going with this so far, spamming level 7s all day long makes for a very, 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 very easy to summon rank 7 deck. And what's our favorite rank 7? Dragsack. Also in Road to Tekken Galaxy. You guys know what Dragon Sack does. It's a rank 7 for 2 generic level 7s. And you can detach material to special summon 2 tokens. As long as you have a token out, he cannot be destroyed by battle or by card effects. And you can destroy a token once per turn, but he can attack that turn to destroy any card your opponent controls. Broken. Basically, spam him out, make 2 tokens, double tribute the tokens for Yamada Dragon. Nutty. And because all these cards are getting banished, he gets to play Return from the Different Dimension, DDR, all that stuff. Broken. Yeah. This deck is going to be tier 1. I can pretty much guarantee this deck's going to be tier 1. People have been talking about it on Duelist Grounds for a while. They're not really putting many deck lists up, but seriously, this deck is good. Konami. Why? Just take my money, please. Okay, so basically, there's a lot more other ways you can do it. Like on the deck, you can play Abyssgaios, because the 2 level 7 waters make Abyssgaios. You can play Big Eye, and everybody knows what Big Eye does. Other than that, it's just a really great deck. You spam your stuff. It's very easy to spam stuff if you open really well. And good luck at Nats, guys. This is gonna be a fun deck at Nats. Joe Andrews out.